Hey guys, I'm gonna show you how I did this base body for anime characters, and if you want a quick preview, you can go and check out this time-lapse video I did where it shows the process. We will only be doing basic modeling, so it's beginner friendly. You can follow along with me, the reference image is in the description for you to download. This body reference image is the same one from the Lucky Cyan video that I made, so it looks similar. This is just one of many ways to do a body. For every character that I made, my workflow has always been different, but I tried with my limited experience to make this a proper base body for posing and potentially animation. Now let's get started. The size of the references only matter if you want your character to match the real-world heights. In this case, I just grab a cube, move it by 1 unit in the z-axis in edit mode, and reduce its height to match the character that I'm making. In this case it was like 1 meter and 68 centimeters. Anyway, let's start by creating a circle with 16 vertices. We're gonna start by making the edges around the eye. Rotate the circle in the x-axis and position it around the eye. You can use proportional editing. Rotate on the z-axis to work on the side view and move it forward. Move each point like I do. Extrude the edges and scale them out. Grab these 3 edges and extrude them to the center. Extrude this edge up and press F on the next vertex to make a new face. Move these points outward, add another loop. We're done with the eye and eye mask loops. Extrude this down and keep extruding like I do. This will go from the chin to the nose, so we have a closed mouth area. Extrude this one so we can have more geometry to shape this area. Onto the mouth. We need 6 vertices. But here I made a mistake, I only got 5. I will correct this shortly after. For now, we just follow along. Extrude these edges to make the faces you see on screen and shape the mouth. Note that you don't need to match the reference at 100%. You are free to make small changes while you're modeling. Like the smile in the reference is too big and wide, that's better for shape key expression. So I just put the mouth in a resting pose. Fill up this area and add how many loops you want. This is a closed area, so you can put how many edge loops you want. Here I fixed the mouth corner, just delete that face, extrude this edge, merge these 2 vertices and fill up that hole. Take this time to organize your mesh. Give the important loops some color. It's very simple. The red loops you see, I believe them to be irreplaceable. The yellow ones are important but not mandatory. The blue ones, I see them as optional loops if you want more vertices to give shape to your model. Alright, now just repeat what I do, because this part is really just extruding and moving things along. Make sure the directions of your edge loops coming from the eye is exactly like mine. 3 going to the left, 3 going to the right, 5 down and 5 going up. Extrude these edges and this will be our main jaw edge flow. Extrude these up, then extrude 3 more times, this whole edge line. And press F on this vertex to create a new face. Extrude like I do. And I occasionally go into sculpt mode to use the grab, smooth and relaxing tool to smooth out the mesh. Alright. For the back of the head, just copy all of these vertices and Shift T to duplicate them and move them to the back. Let's invert it by scaling it -1 in the y-axis. Then just put it into position by scaling and rotating it accordingly. Merge these vertices. Extrude these edges down and fill up the last row. Don't worry if it's in the right place or not, the most important thing is to get the correct edge flow. We can always spend lots of time on moving things into the right place later. Select these faces and make sure it's correct once and press I to insect. Add another edge loop here. Now select the bottom edges and extrude them down. Go in the bottom view and move these vertices closer to the center. Extrude again, this is our neck. Scale in the y-axis and then press S, Z and 0 to flatten the curve. You can add 3 or 4 loops, it's up to you, and use the grab tool to sculpt the neck. Delete these faces. Let's delete these edges and bevel one in the back of the head right here to create a new one. Duplicate a small face and move it in position and start extruding like I do. Just follow what I do. The ear is quite a complicated part to model because we always try to have clean topology and flow. The bad part of modeling the ear is that it's very hard to direct our topology exactly like we want, since the directions of the ear goes in many different ways. The good part is, it's the best place to put triangles and cut corners. Some people don't like triangles because it ruins their perfect topology. As long as there are no n-gons, triangles can be your friend. Again, focus on the flow of the topology. Use the grab tool and proportional editing to make your life easier. Extrude these edges outwards. This will go around the ear. And now extrude only these edges behind the ear to give it more shape. Select these two edges and press F, and then fill up the area by holding F. Now is the time to move vertices around and shape the ear. In edit mode, add a new circle with 18 vertices. Believe it or not, we're gonna do the shoulder and arms first. Bring the circle up and rotate it a little bit to the side and then extrude it. Grab a face and extrude it 3 times to the left and then extrude down. Connect behind those edges and extrude down 2 times. And smooth out the mesh. Extrude the loop behind 1 time. Select these edges where the flow splits and extrude them out. Continue pressing F to make faces. Extrude this loop all the way to the wrist. With loop tools add-on turned on, make the loop more circle looking. Add the loop in the middle and bevel it. You should have 3 loop cuts. 5 loop cuts in the upper arm and 6 in the forearm. Select these faces and insect to create the elbow. Merge these 3 vertices like this, and again the same, and dissolve these 2 edge loops. Now just shape the arm with the grab tool. Time to shape the elbow. Continue to shaping the arm how you see fit. Right here, in this vertice, this poly vertice, where the flow topology splits in 5 directions, above that vertice, grab these 2 edges like I do, and on the back as well, extrude them to the center and move them into place. Add 6 loop cuts in the front and 5 in the back. Extrude these edges inside. Pull this vertice back and press F to create a new face and move it to the center. Now connect these edges and keep pressing F. Nice, we have a closed area for the trapezius area. Delete this face and move the version to the next loop, like I do here. Move these vertices up to create the chest area. And extrude these down and keep extruding like I do. Add another cut here. Add 3 cuts here. Again 3 more here. Connect the middle, upper and lower edges and add 3 cuts. You should have 20 vertices in the circle, so make sure. Extrude and scale inwards 2 times like I do. Connect it like this. Don't use grid fill and add 5 loop cuts in the middle. Then merge each vertex like I do. Add 2 more loop cuts for a better shape. Now just use the sculpt tools. Let's go back and extrude down these edges 3 times. Then merge the ending vertices. Extrude these 4 edges below the armpit, add the last face and then press F to create the face and extrude again these edges. Then extrude the edges 3 more times. Let's hide the arm by selecting all of its vertices, going into scope mode, and in face sets, select face set from edit mode selection, then back to scope mode, press H while hovering the arm. Shape the back and don't forget the reference. Extrude these 2 edges and make new faces by pressing F. Do 3 face rows connecting to the middle like I do it. Extrude these down and merge those 2 vertices. Now extrude the whole edge loop down and shape the torso nicely. Extrude these 2 faces down. Specifically, bevel this line to create another edge loop, then add 4 more loop cuts. Shape the torso with the grab tool. Extrude the 2 edges on the back close to the center down, then connect it to the front ones. Add 2 cuts below and move these 2 edges in. Add 3 cuts here and 3 in the back. Extrude this loop. This is the hips loop, a very important loop. Afterwards, extrude these 3 edges down. Make sure to pay attention on this part. Extrude exactly like I do. You should have 6 new faces going around the lake. Extrude these upper edges down and fill in the last one that goes down the lake. Now just connect them like I do. We still need 2 more edge loops, but we had them later. Add one cut in the hips loop and fix any wrongly merged vertice done by the mirror modifier. This part is optional, up to you if you want to add this or not. Again, this is optional if you want to give your body model more shape. Those two loops I mentioned we needed, well, we add them now. Bevel these edges like I do, and then add another loop inside. This cut is helpful if you want to improve the shape of the butt, so up to you. Select this loop and extrude it down. The leg is the same logic as the arm. Make a cut in the middle, bevel it to have 3 cuts, and then add as many loops in the upper and lower part of the leg. Same process as the arm. Let's make the knee. Be sure we select the correct faces and press I to inset. Merge these vertices on each side and dissolve edge loops. Then it's time to shape the leg. Work a bit on the knee. Select these 5 edges that come down from the knee and extrude it down. Then select each edge on both sides and extrude it down and fill it, then add 4 cuts. Extrude forward and add 3 loops, then scale it up to match the reference. Time to create the toes. Create a new circle in edit mode with 8 vertices. Move it into a good place and extrude it forward. Fill up the front and move the vertices around like I do to give it a better shape. Add another loop and scale it on the x-axis. Then extrude it backwards like I do, repeat it 2 more times. Making the toenail, just extrude these 2 faces up, shrink it a little bit and do what I'm doing. Press K for the knife tool. We can cut up this edge flow a lot. Just follow what I do, it's quite easy. We need these extra vertices because each toe has 8 vertices. Use grab tool to shape a bit the foot. Duplicate the toe and move it to the side and scale it down in the x-axis and scale it up in the y-axis. But I forgot to do this, hide the toes and connect each vertices as you see on the screen by pressing F. There needs to be 2 faces in between each connection. Bring these toes back, move the middle part of the foot forward, and then duplicate more toes. And on the pinky, you should curve it a little bit inwards. Now connect the edges like I do. Make sure it's the same ones. Each toe has 2 faces up, down, and on the sides. Connecting in between toes, just press F on a vertice and then fill in the rest. Use the grab and smooth tool to improve the shape. Do these extrusions and connect the edges. Then shape the back of the foot with sculpt tools. You can add another cut here. This is an optional cut to give shape to the ankles. Alright, you should have this reference of the hand we are gonna make. Set it up like I have. The scale of the hand doesn't matter because we're gonna change that later. What matters is how the references are aligned. We are doing the hand this way because doing it in the A pose is more difficult. You can try it once you have more experience. Contrary to the foot, we will start with the fingers first. Create a circle with 8 vertices again, then rotate it 90 degrees in the X and Z axis. Now place it over here and extrude it till there. On the top view, place the finger in the right position, then add these cuts. Bevel the first and third one, then add 1 cut at the end and 2 at the start. I flattened these faces, but you don't need to be honest. Add another cut here, then fill up at the end. Now just move vertices into place and shape the finger. Extrude these 2 faces to make the nail, rotate it to the left, then extrude those 2 small faces forward and shrink them a bit. Make the ring finger. Then again for the pinky, scale each one appropriately. Then make the middle finger and scale it up. Let's connect the fingers. Extrude this edge, then press F to connect it, then press F again, and fill the other. Repeat this for the rest of the fingers. Select this loop and extrude it. Scale it up. Merge these vertices. And dissolve these edges. Extrude once more backwards. Don't be too perfectionist with the reference, as long as you can get a good shape. Extrude again. Merge these vertices and dissolve the edges. Extrude these 3 edges. This is the loop going around the thumb. Keep extruding and moving into place. You should have 10 vertices for the thumb. Create a new face here, then select these edges and extrude them. Make a new face, fill the one next to it. Create a new face here, then select these 3 vertices and press F to make a triangle, then merge these 2 vertices. Let's painfully create the thumb. Select the loop and extrude it. Fix the vertices a bit, but don't worry too much about it. Keep extruding and moving the loops like I do. Extrude this edge and make new faces to create a new loop. Smooth the hand a bit. Select the loop and extrude it. This is the wrist loop. Bevel these cuts to have 3 cuts each. Add 1 loop in between each section. Then just start shaping, smoothing the thumb. If this happened to you, then just select some vertices at the end and rotate the thumb with proportional editing. Shape the end of the thumb better to be more pointy. Make the nail a little harder because of the angle, but it's doable. Keep shaping the hand. This inset is completely optional if you want. Good, hand is done. You can keep improving it in your time. I'm moving on. Move the hand into position. Join the hand to the body by selecting the hand first, then the body. Then press Ctrl plus J. Delete the old wrist loop and connect both edge loops. Don't worry if it starts getting twisted or bendy. We will use the Smooth and Relax tool to fix this. Take this time to properly shape the hand. Then we will go back to the head so we can do the eye socket and the inside of the mouth that I forgot. Quite easy, just extrude back sometimes, then feel the way I do. Select this edge loop and press V to separate it. Merge the last two vertices in the corner. Then select the loop and extrude it back a little. Then extrude again and expand it. Keep extruding like I do. If you want to see what you're actually doing, just press Shift H to hide everything but what you have selected. You can choose to fill up at the end of the loop or not. I will not in this case. Since this body is for an anime cell shading characters, going overboard on the anatomy isn't really needed as long as you have overall shape done right. Again, there's many ways to model a body. Some things to consider is that the hips and shoulder areas are very important. If you will do some posing with the rig or even animating, you can model in a T-pose, but I find that the A-pose has a better deformation for the shoulders. If you don't care about any of that, the T-pose is better because everything is aligned with the world axis and orientation. Doing the hand, for example, is much easier that way. Overall, the T-pose is better for beginners, but in A-pose, in my opinion, is better for deformation. And A-pose will push you more in your modeling skills and it'd be better in all areas. At the end of the day, it's all about getting more different types of experience. I hope this video helped you, and see you next time. Bye.